the decision to finally come here and stay. So I'd done all these things that failed, and then I finally, like the point for me was to really experience India and become Indian.
I think it's the first time in history in India. Okay guys, so right now we are sitting here with Karl Rock, and I think it's the first time in history in India that two foreigners sit together and one foreigner interviews the other one about India.
Wait, so, two foreign Indians?
Two foreign Indians, yes. So as I say, do desi wala. Do Firangi desi wala. So yeah, Karl Rock, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good time with ThinkVID so far. Everything is okay?
I'm meeting amazing people, and I got to meet you, so I'm so happy.
Oh my God. No, I mean, I am super honored that when you came, and when I got to know that you're going to be here, because I've been following Karl Rock. Of course, I've been following Karl Rock as the minority in India is following the minority. And on your journey. So I want to ask you, firstly, when you came to India, or even before you came to India, what was your intention? I know you got married here. I know that story. But I think you were in India already before that.
Yeah, I came to India long before I met Manisha. And so I came to India on holidays like every year for like 3 or 4 years. But I knew in my heart that I wanted to stay here. So the decision to finally come here and stay was like, I was sick of my job. I wanted to do something on my own. I wanted to make something of my life, and I wanted to be free. Like, it was all about freedom. And I felt in India, maybe I could become free. So I just left New Zealand. I had $20,000 in savings, and I just said, let's see what happens.
Oh my God, that's sounds very familiar.
I just said, let's see what happens. Maybe I can do it.
Sounds very familiar.
And if the money runs out, then I'll go home, whatever. Same as your story, is it?
Yeah, I just had 10,000 though. I didn't have to end.
Oh wait, euros though. 10,000 euros?
I had $10,000, even less than that.
Okay, it's about 15,000 New Zealand then. So very similar amount.
Similar, yeah. Okay, so you gave it a shot and it worked out.
Yeah, India.
But when you came, you started with your videos immediately, or no, right?
No, I was doing nothing. I was nobody, just doing nothing, like trying to work out what to do. I'd done a blog, I developed a website, I developed an app, then I'd written a book. And it was that book that I wrote about India which inspired me to start the YouTube channel. So I'd done all these things that failed, and then I finally got to YouTube somehow, by accident, total accident.
Nice. Yeah, okay, that's amazing to see. And so when you started with the YouTube, your initial content was not the same content as it's now.
No, it's very different.
How did it, tell me what was the starting and how did it develop where it is now?
Yeah, good question. So I wrote this book, India Survival Guide, to help foreigners travel safely in India. And I decided to make a couple of videos around that. And the videos were scam videos showing foreigners how to avoid scams in India, showing the actual scammers on the street. And those started going viral. And so I still do scam videos, but I never wanted to just focus on that negative side.
I wanted to come to that.
Because it's so depressing. So I also started making videos about incredible travel destinations in India and about Indian culture as well. So I try to balance the bad with the good and give an honest representation of India. I can't just make those stupid positive videos. You have to tell it like it is. And I think that's what people appreciate about me.
I completely agree. That's why I really enjoyed your videos, because it's not going into this negativity and complaining all the time, and it's not also overpraising some creating a different reality. So I really like that you're staying real and you're showing India the way it is, your experience living here, how it affects you also.
I don't complain too much because I think as foreigners we have to adapt to India.
Absolutely. It's our responsibility.
So
but it doesn't mean that we will not we will.
If you don't agree with something, I'll say it, right? Like
exactly. It doesn't mean that we don't like it. It just means we don't agree with it. So we take it the way it is. And okay, so when you started with your YouTube and you said that few videos got viral, when was the point when you said, this is it? This is what I want to do and I want to bring it to another level. How long did it take you to reach that point where you realized?
Couple of months. When the videos started going viral, they started going viral slowly. Like one video had 50,000. I was like, okay, that's cool. Then another one.
That's a lot though.
One of me speaking Hindi went super viral. And I'm just watching the numbers go up and up and up and up and up. And it got to like 3 million. And that's when I was like, okay, maybe YouTube could be an option for me, and I should probably just pivot away from the book and just start bringing foreigners closer to India and educating them about India.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So once it really started working, that's when I'm like, okay, I'm going to devote all my time to this full time.
And for the YouTube community who's going to watch these videos, how long did it take you to become financially independent thanks to YouTube?
Thanks to YouTube?
Or was there any point where you felt like, okay,
So,
this can sustain me?
I had millions and millions of views before my account got monetized. When I was getting my account monetized, there was a big problem. There was a massive backlog, like months and months of backlog on YouTube at that time.
Okay.
It was just horrible timing. So it wasn't until
So you missed. So basically, you monetized it after your videos got viral,
after
right?
so many videos went viral, many videos.
Okay.
So, but yeah, maybe it took a year. Maybe it took me a year, and now I'm financially independent. And
Okay.
that's what I love about YouTube. It's made me free. Like, it's given me the freedom to do what I want in life.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so another question which we tackled before, the fact that there are not many foreigners living in India, and there are only very few who live in India and actually actively engage themselves in India.
That want to be in India. People are just sent here, to do a few years for their job, and then they go back to the US or wherever.
Yes, and that also mostly, the amount of women who come to work to India is obviously a complete different number than the males who come to work to India. And so they are mostly, in my perspective, as someone who is trying to do things here, they're passive foreigners in India who have their life here, who observe their life in India, but they don't struggle. I don't feel like that this is the community who struggles, because dealing with the local people, getting things done on the local level, it's a complete another question.
They have people that do that.
Yes. Yeah. So how was your experience when you moved here permanently, and you had to then deal with the reality in India?
I always wanted to become an Indian and to integrate into society. That's what I believe. Like, when in Rome, do what Romans do. So that's how I've always lived. I never had servants, never had maids, never had anyone help me get things done. I learned Hindi, and I lived in a terrible, crappy apartment in a student area in Delhi, and I just did what any other Indian would do. I lived like a common man. That's what I tried to do. Because I wanted to integrate into India, right? I can't go and live on Golf Course Road in Gurgaon with the rest of the foreigners and expect to experience India.
Or in Goa. Or settle in Goa and craft our merch and sell it on the blankets.
Yeah, like the point for me was to really experience India and become Indian. So.
Yes, no, I really appreciate it. And that's when I noticed a difference when I was watching your channel. I felt, there is someone who I feel I could relate to, and someone who is dealing with India as an Indian, not as a foreigner.
Yeah, I feel that too about you living in Amritsar.
Oh yeah, I think living in Amritsar already is proving.
That's harder than Delhi. It's harder than anywhere.
It is. It's really, really hard. Yeah, Punjab does give a hard time to people there.
It's just harder in the fact that you have less English, and things are quite different in Punjab. Not in a bad way. I'm not talking in a bad way.
No, not in a bad way.
It's
but
different.
Even the admin work is, if you have to do any paperwork in Amritsar, it's a pain. Like, especially getting a SIM card as a foreigner in Amritsar. You can go to Delhi to any store, they will get it done. In Amritsar, you have to teach them. You have to teach the shop to get you the SIM card, how to do it, because you have to research it and then show them how it's done.
Photocopy my passport and send that to head office. And here's my 2 photos.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
And I still think I was the first foreigner in Amritsar who got a official bank account at HDFC.
Oh wow.
They took,
that would have taken forever.
4.5 months. 4.5 months it took to get me a bank account, and it was me teaching them, because I had to first call the Mumbai office to get to know how it's done, and then tell them.
It's just because they've never done it before, that's all.
Exactly.
I had the same problem in Delhi actually. But
Delhi?
I got it quicker though, a lot quicker.
Okay. Yeah, no, for me it was 4.5 months, and then till then I had no access to any accounts. I could not receive money, I could not send money. So I was in a limbo, like just living as a non-existing person in India. So, okay, so now when you make your videos, how do you plan which videos you're gonna make? What is the management of your videos like?
Yeah, so I release 2 videos a week, and I have a backlog of about 30 videos to edit right now.
Wow.
So I have like a list of ideas, and I decide what date I'm going to film that idea, and I just go out and film and then put it in the editing queue, and Yeah, I try to release things in series. So right now it's my family in India series. Next it's going to be, I think, a few more scam videos. Then we'll go to another series with me in Uttarakhand, something like that.
Okay.
So I never run out of ideas. I've got a massive list of ideas that I work on.
So, but each video it's quite, I would say, time consuming to film in the first place, the filming, because you change locations, you travel for those videos.
Yeah. I don't just sit in my bedroom. Yeah.
So how do you how do you go about it? Do you have a team or you do everything yourself? Because I mean, I know I'm just asking it formality because I see in the videos you are using many times selfie.
Yeah, I do everything myself. That's why I've got a selfie stick, and sometimes I'll have a friend who's holding the camera for doing a food tour or something. But like 99% of the time, it's just me traveling alone around India, making these videos alone. My wife helps me out a lot though as well.
Okay. So how do you guys work together?
We don't work too much together actually. Like sometimes she'll come on a trip with me and then she'll help with a script or something. But at the moment we're starting a business together. She's got an MBA, so she's a perfect person to run the business side of my channel. So that's how she's going to help me going forward, running the business.
Is she helping you with Hindi?
Yeah, she's my Hindi guru.
Oh my God.
I can say that's one thing she helps me with in life. And she teaches me everything I know about India, actually. She's a genius when it comes to India because she studied for the civil service exams for 6 years.
Oh my God, then she knows each and everything.
Everything. So I got the best wife.
It
really helps me in my channel, totally.
That's amazing, that's amazing. Okay, so now, where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? Or maybe, since YouTube is a very quick thing, maybe we can talk about just 2020?
Yeah.
A quick thing, I mean, like, it's you know, it's growing very fast, or it's very dynamic, YouTube. So that's why maybe we can ask about 2020 only. What's your plan?
Like I feel like people's interests change on YouTube, audiences change, and they get bored of you after a while, and they're looking for the next best foreigner that they can follow.
That's a challenge for the YouTubers then, to keep
innovating.
innovating.
Us to keep it fresh. But the thing is, we're YouTubers who stay in India and live in India, and we're not leaving. Like foreign YouTubers come to India and they go. And then they see their numbers drop so much when they go to the next country. So yeah, I mean, we have the staying power, which is our benefit. We'll always be making content here. But in terms of...
Or any particular, like, so you wrote a book. Do you see yourself writing another one?
I want to, but YouTube's taking up all my time. Like, YouTube's my passion now. That's good enough then. Video's the future, that's all.
Yes. Oh, but that's great. So you're good. Passion now wins, and in next few years you're gonna stick with that.
Next few years, I'm gonna keep doing YouTube this year definitely, and next year. In the background, I'm building the business with my wife.
Did you already disclose what it is gonna be?
No, not yet, but it's hopefully gonna be a tour company, a merch company, and something else, a few other things. It's all stuff related to India and my channel and my work. And
awesome.
Because what I feel is we need an exit strategy as YouTubers. We can't be on top forever. Like, look at Bollywood stars. Like, who was it like a couple of months ago? It was some other guy. Now it's Ranveer Singh. Who's going to be after Ranveer Singh? There's going to be someone new.
Yes.
That's how I feel about us as YouTubers. Like, we have a shelf life.
Oh, you call me a YouTuber. That's so sweet. You know, I noticed it in the previous sentences too. I feel like, okay, I feel very humble.
So I feel like we should be focusing on a business that can help us exit YouTube at some point.
Absolutely.
That's the goal.
Yes.
But I'm not going anywhere.
Is there any particular gear that you enjoy to use? Because I see that many times you travel to quite off areas, so you have to carry a lot of things with you, unless you keep it simple. But I don't know. What is it that you use to make videos?
I only carry one bag with me whenever I travel because I hate lugging stuff around.
Only one camera also, or you carry
I have a GoPro and a DSLR.
Okay.
And anything that is light is better for me. I need the lightest gear possible. So I use like a Panasonic Micro Four Thirds camera. Because they're really light compared to like a full frame Sony.
And the GoPro, which GoPro? 7, 8?
I started with a 5.
Okay.
And I made like 30 or 40 million views I made on that one GoPro 5 with like no microphone or anything. And I got the GoPro 8 now, which I really like.
Okay, GoPro 8. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you should get it.
I want to, because it has a stabilizer, and I get so annoyed in my videos when it's shaking, and it usually demotivates me to make a video at all.
Like, take the 8, and the microphone's perfect. Like, it's great. Don't need anything else. Just one camera.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. I was even thinking we can do some Hindi exchange. How much Hindi? Like, I think maybe you know more than me. I can imagine.
Maybe.
So. Okay,
but you probably know more Punjabi than me.
Oh, well, no. I know only a few like funny words in Punjabi. I don't speak Punjabi.
जी, तो आपका नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम मिशेल है, लेकिन मेरा सोशल मीडिया नाम देसी फिरंगन है।
अच्छा।
मेरा चेहरा देसी है,
हाँ।
लेकिन मेरा दिल फिरंगन नहीं, दूसरा साइड। मेरा चेहरा फिरंगन है पर मेरी दिल देसी है।
और आप कहाँ से हैं?
मैं यूरोप से हूँ, चेक रिपब्लिक,
अच्छा।
जर्मनी के पास। हाँ जी।
और आप क्या करते हैं? What do you do?
मैं अमृतसर प्ले पेन स्टार्ट किया था। अभी ये स्कूल है, फिफ्थ ग्रेड का स्कूल है। और ये महीना मुझे यूट्यूब स्टार्ट किया था 1 महीना पहले।
जी।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
बहुत
अभी यूट्यूब मेरा नंबर 1 पैशन है।
अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा, धन्यवाद।
शुक्रिया शुक्रिया शुक्रिया।